Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we welcome you to Helling Stadium, where tonight the Riverside Panthers are traveling here to Elwood City to take on our Wolverines for the Riv-Ell Cup. Beautiful night for football and a special night indeed. It is senior night. We're going to go through senior night introductions, so just follow along with us here, and we'll go through all the fall sports before our pregame show. Just getting ready to go here for senior night. Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorst. Sorry for the dead air, folks. We thought we were soon ready to start, and it's not the case. But
we were told 6:30. It's about 6:32, so
about,
a little bit.
We'll get there, and with that, as I said, Riverside Panthers coming in a record of 1-4, taking on our Wolverines at 0-5. A lot of history here in this Riv-Ell Cup. They did this years ago for the Riverside, Ellwood, crosstown rivals, if you will. And there's a few years there they didn't play, and WPIL finally figured out that they needed to play, even though they were in some different sections. There was some non-conference, whereas we've seen here the last couple of years they've been conference games. And Riverside's kind of owned this series here in probably the last 5 years.
Yep.
I think the all-time record in their 35 meetings is 14-21. 14 wins for Riverside, 14 wins for Elwood City, 21 for Riverside. But there's been some really exciting games. And I think we're going to probably see one of the best games here tonight this season. Two teams line up real well. So as we're going to start our senior night, we will start with our football players. And first off tonight is number 52 in the football team, Joseph Begley. Joseph's been playing football for 4 years. He's a defensive end and offensive guard. Tonight, Joseph is escorted by David and Angela Begley. His future plans are to attend Newcastle School of Trade. And favorite memory is freshman mudslide. Some of these favorite memories are always fun. We don't quite know what they are, but we just put down what they tell us. Next, we have Samuel DiCaprio. He's been playing football for 4 years as a tight end and linebacker. He is escorted by Mary DiCaprio and Ricky DiCaprio. Samuel is going to attend a 4-year college for nursing. And his favorite memory is first touchdown pass from his good friend Ryan Gibbons. Next, we have Ryan Gibbons, 4 years wearing the Wolverine blue. He's a quarterback for the team. He's escorted tonight by his parents, Kim and Bob Gibbons. His future plans are to attend a 4-year university to study engineering. His favorite memory is throwing that first touchdown pass against Valley 4 years ago. Next is Rodney Grimes. Rodney is a fullback and linebacker and has been playing for 4 years. I let him in for all 4 years, if I remember, as Ryan and Sammy were. His future plans are to attend a 4-year college. He is escorted by his father, Rodney Grimes. His favorite memory is first varsity touchdown and beating the defending champ Beaver Falls 28-0, one of the most memorable games we've had here at this stadium.
I was going to say, we remember that one for sure.
Next is Caleb Heitzenrader. Caleb is in his first year of football for the Wolverines. He's an offense and defensive lineman. He is being escorted by Miles and Pam Heitzenrader, and he's going to attend a 4-year college for business. His favorite memory is football camp and the pool on a 2-a-day practice. Next coming is number 19, Braden Hendrickson. Braden has played 3 years as a wide receiver and defensive back. He is escorted by Bruce and Brianne Hendrickson. And Braden plans to attend a 4-year college for sports management. And his favorite memory is getting the last 4 of 5 tackles in his first varsity game against Shenango his sophomore year. Next coming is number 23, a running back and linebacker who's played 4 years, Mr. Tyler Powell. Tyler is being escorted tonight by Bill and Michelle Powell. He plans on entering the workforce at Great Southern Wood. And his favorite memory is first varsity touchdown against Sarah Catholic, Mr. Tyler Powell. Next we have Cameron Reynolds, number 53, one of the co-captains on the team. I should have mentioned a couple of the other ones that are co-captains. He's been playing for 4 years as an offense and defensive lineman. He is being escorted tonight by Ronell Kranak and Josh Reynolds. He wants to attend a 4-year school and become a physical therapist. And his favorite memory is the freshman mudslide. Next we have Mr. Anthony Teolis. Anthony has been playing here for the Wolverines for 4 years, all 4 years. He's a fullback and a linebacker. He is being escorted tonight by Sam and Michelle Teolis, and he plans on attending a 4-year university. His favorite memory is beating Western Beaver, Shenango, and New Brighton JVs during his sophomore year. Now coming across the field is number 50, Andy Vrabel. Andy has been playing for 4 years on the line on both sides, offense and defense. He is being escorted tonight by Michelle and Richard Bales and Andrew Vrabel. His future plans are to attend college to study physical therapy and play football. And his favorite memory is Brentwood game his sophomore year. Now, our final senior football player is Raiden R.J. Wilson. He's just played 1 year, but is our kicker this year for the Wolverines. He is being escorted by Richard and Barb Wilson. Future plans undecided, but he's young. He can figure that out. Got lots of time for that. His favorite memory is scoring his first extra point. Congratulations to our football seniors. We now are going to move on to our cheerleaders and turn it over to Brad Winhorst.
Okay, our senior cheerleaders. First off is Tara Barton. She has been a cheerleader for 3 years, and she is escorted by John and Anne Marie Barton. Her future plans are to attend a 4-year university to study nursing. Her favorite memory is having team dinners before each home game and spending time together as a group. Tara Barton. Next up is Milena Beatrice. She is a 4-year member of cheerleading. She's escorted by Dan and Lisa Beatrice. Her future plans are to attend a 4-year college to study nursing. Her favorite memory is the bus rides to away games. Milena Beatrice. Next is Lexi Bukowski. She's a 4-year of cheerleading. She is escorted by Darren and Christy Bukowski. Her future plans are to attend a 4-year college for nursing, and her favorite memory is going to Sheets after the games. Lexi Bukowski. Next is Corinne Clouston. She's a 4-year co-captain of cheerleading. She is escorted by Charlie and Vicky Clouston. Her future plans are to attend Jameson School of Nursing to be an RN, and then Robert Morris to be a nurse practitioner. Her favorite memory is decorating rooms with Jordan and Maya, also being close to my Mount group.
I need to add on for Corinne, her grandfather, Eddie. I got to give a shout-out to Eddie. He's watched all of our games, been a big fan, and he's very, very proud of his granddaughter. Shout out to Eddie.
So Corinne Clouston. Next up is Abby Dombach. She is a 4-year co-captain of cheerleading and is escorted by Warren and Holly Dombach. Her future plans are to attend BC3 for physical therapist assistant. Her favorite memory is rolling my eyes at Karen and not hearing the end of it to this day. Never roll your eyes at Karen. Abby Dombach.
Dambaugh.
Dambaugh.
I'm sorry. You were saying
Nope,
that name.
you're good.
Abby Dambaugh.
Next up is Maya Hunter. She's a 4-year co-captain of cheerleading and is escorted by Dana Young and Mark Hunter. Her future plans are to attend a 4-year university for nursing. Her favorite memory is beating Aliquippa last year in basketball. Maya Hunter. Next up is Katarina Litz. She has been in cheerleading for 4 years and is escorted by Kim and John Litz. Her future plans is to attend a 4-year college, and her favorite memory is seeing Talia do a lib. Katarina Litz. Next up is Riley Million. She has been on the cheerleading squad for 4 years. She is escorted by Brandy Moyer. Her future plans are to attend Gannon University to become a physical therapist. Her favorite memory is cheer night, cheering with the younger girls and seeing how excited they get. Riley Million. Haley Vincic. She's been on cheerleading for 4 years and is escorted by Freddie Vincic and Misty Vincic. Future plans are to attend cosmetology school and then open my own business. Haley Vincic. Okay, now we're going to go to boys golf, who were section co-champs.
So we move into golf here now. Our first golfer is Jeffrey Boker. Jeffrey has played golf for 2 years. Tonight he's being escorted by George and Luann Boker. And his future plans are to attend CCBC to be an air traffic controller. His favorite memory is watching my teammates at WPILs and playing in WPL team finals. Mr. Jeffrey Boker. Next we have Joe Hudson. Joe has golfed for 3 years. He is escorted by Brian and Mary Hudson, and he plans to attend a 4-year college. His favorite memory is pictures for senior year. Mr. Joe Hudson. We also have the girls golf. And this year on our girls golf team, a couple senior girls. First is Emily Baroni. Emily played golf for 4 years. She is escorted by Jeff and Stephanie Baroni. And she's going to attend a 4-year college for biomedical engineering. And her favorite memory is going to WPL Championship at Cedarbrook and staying overnight at the hotel. Emily Baroni. Next we have Molly McCommons. Molly has been a golfer for 4 years, and she is being escorted by Kathy McCommons. She is planning to attend a 4-year college to study pre-law. Molly's favorite memory is getting Mr. Bramer to do a TikTok dance and going into a tiebreaker with Central Valley. Miss Molly McCommons. Now I'll turn back to Brad for girls tennis.
One little note, Joey Hudson did qualify for PIAA. He's going next Monday for PIAA. Girls tennis, Alex Johnston. Alex has been a member of the girls tennis team for 2 years, and she is escorted by Mark Johnston. Her future plans are to attend a college to earn a doctorate in psychology. Her favorite memory is making the playoffs for the first time since 2006. Also in girls tennis was Molly McCommons. She was on tennis for 4 years and is escorted by Kathy McCommons. Her future plans are to attend 4-year college for pre-law. Her favorite memory is playing at section doubles with my sister. Cassidy Navalio. Cassie has been a member of the tennis team for 3 years and is escorted by Chris and Lacey Navalio. Her future plans are to attend a 4-year college for science. Her favorite memory is beating Blackhawk to make the playoffs. Cassidy Navalio. Next up is Anna Williams. Anna has been a member of the girls' tennis team for 4 years. She is escorted by Floyd Williams. Her future plan is to attend college, and her favorite memory is making playoffs. Next up is soccer. First up is Will Mulholland. Will has been a member of the soccer team for 3 years and is escorted by Rue and Katie Mulholland. His future plans are to become a professional pilot. His favorite memory is Ryan Lenhart. Will Mulholland. Next up is Raiden R.J. Wilson. Raiden has been a member of the soccer team for 3 years and is co-captain. He is escorted by Richard and Barb Wilson. His future plans are undecided. His favorite memory is riding the bus to away games. We always had a blast. Raiden R.J. Wilson. Next up is cross country. As they are section champs, the boys' side of it went undefeated. They've got 2 more events coming up in the future couple days. First up is Joe Cioffi. Chaffee. I apologize. Joe Chaffee. The number of years, he has been on the team for 4 years with the cross country section champs. He is escorted by Chris and Laura Chaffee. His future plans to attend a 4-year university to study business, and his favorite memory is winning sections this year. Next up is Nolan Curran. Nolan has been a member of the cross-country team for 2 years, and is escorted by Margaret Hetzel. His future plans are to attend the Army or Navy Nurses Corps. His favorite memory is winning sections this year. Nolan Curran. Next up is Logan Ewing. Logan has been a member of the cross country for 4 years and is escorted by Sam and Maggie Ewing. His future plans are to attend the U.S. Air Force pilot through Pitt ROTC. His favorite memory is when he got Joel's shoe stuck on the roof. Logan Ewing. Next up is Maddie Hervatine. Maddie has been a member of the cross-country team for 4 years and is the girls' captain. Maddie is escorted by Paul and Belinda Hervatine. Future plans are to attend Slippery Rock University to study psychology. Her favorite memory is winning Tri-County with the girls' team in 2018. Maddie Hervatine. Next up is Marley Schweiger. Marley has been a member of the cross-country team for 2 years. Her future plans are to do a entrepreneurship. Her favorite memory is winning the section this year. So there's your cross country. Next up is volleyball, who are also section champs.
Yes, volleyball. Some seniors there. First off, coming across the field is Maria Ionelli. Maria is a middle hitter for our Lady Wolverine volleyball team. Been doing that for 4 years. She is escorted tonight by Damian and Linda Barrett. And her future plans are to attend the Ohio State University Army ROTC program while studying nursing. Maria's favorite memory is eating fried chicken on the bench my freshman year and licking her fingers while getting called into sub. Miss Maria Ionelli. Next coming across the field is senior Danielle McCown. Danielle is a middle hitter for the Wolverines and has been for the last 4 years. She is escorted tonight by Chris and Stacy McCown, her parents, and she wants to attend a 4-year college to study architectural engineering. Favorite memory is lying awake in misery at Westminster Camp in our 104-degree dorm room. Our final senior for the volleyball team is Brianna Reisinger. Brianna is played for 4 years as an outside hitter. She is escorted tonight by her parents, Peyton and Joshua Reisinger. And her future plans are her favorite memory is eating a whole buffet of food on the bench our freshman year. I think that's something to do with Maria Ionelli. On that, I'm doing that. Next, we have the Lincoln High Blue Band. First coming across the field is Devin Allen. He's been there for 4 years, is a drumline captain. He is the band vice president. Escorted tonight by Brian and Anita Allen. He wants to attend a community college. And his favorite memory is getting Mr. Caldwell Mr. Caldwell getting and screaming, Lee, you're on base. Next is Emily Baroni. Emily has been a trumpet player and the section leader for 4 years. Tonight she is escorted by her parents, Jeff and Stephanie Baroni. Future plans are a 4-year college for biomedical engineering. Favorite memory is playing Kids Aren't All Right, rookie year, and that show. Next up is Sarah Bubb. Sarah plays bass drum, drumline, section leader, and she's been in the band for 4 years. Escorted tonight by Ron Bubb and Temple McAllister. She plans on attending Westminster College for nursing. And her favorite memory, and this is in bold print, Lee, you're on base. I need to find out the rest of that story here for the day's cover.
Well, I got the mudslide one. That one I got.
Next coming across is Jonathan Guthrie. Jonathan has played snare drum, and he's been there for 2 years in the blue band. Tonight, he is being escorted by Eric Guthrie and Crystal Losey. His future plans are going to Newcastle School of Trade for electrical and marching the last game after breaking my femur. Oof. Wow, favorite memory, marching the last game after breaking my femur. Next coming across is Trisha Kerr. She has been in the band for 4 years on that dance line, and she plans to attend a 4-year college to become a teacher. She is escorted by Bridget Kerr. And her favorite memory, and I'm sure a great one, marching at Disney. Next coming across is Amber Larry. She's been in band for 5 years. She is escorted tonight by Renee and Sam Larry, and she's going to attend BC3 for business. Her favorite memory is losing her shoe in a plaza performance. Next up is Lindsay Meskel. She's been in band for 5 years, plays the tuba, and is our band president. Tonight, Lindsay is being escorted by Tendra Guffey and Douglas Meskel. She plans to attend college, and her favorite memory is doing the funk and hearing the crowd go wild. Miss Lindsay Meskel. And next coming across is Haley Westfall. Haley is on a dance line and has been for 4 years. She is being escorted by Jennifer Crosswiller, Richard Westfall, and Robert Leach Jr. Her future plans are to study psychology at BC3. And her favorite memory is every time someone falls while we play the funk. And we have seen that happen over the few years. Congratulations to all of our seniors in the fall sports. I remember my senior night when my son did this, and it was just such an emotion-filled night because it was, it was their last time here on the field, and a lot of the time that they put in here and appreciated, and such a great group of kids. So we're just real proud of what they've done with that. The clock says 4 minutes and 40 seconds away from kickoff. I don't know if they're going to hold to that. We do have the teams coming out on the field right now.
We can talk about a couple things.
I just wanted to say one thing quick, Brad.
Yep.
I've been doing this for 4 years, and the senior class is kind of special to me because, one, my daughter's a senior, so I got to know a lot of these players and cheerleaders and all the sports. But that's one of the neat things about this is for 4 years we look back and we see a smaller Sammy DiCaprio, a young Anthony Teolis. We saw a Ryan Gibbons mature right in front of our eyes. And yes, on the football side of things, we'd like to see more wins. But make no mistake, it's been an absolute joy watching these kids play the last 4 years. It's been a lot of fun, and I wish them nothing but the best.
And I'll go off of that as well for ourselves. We've been doing this for 4 years, like you said. It gets better and better each week, each year, and it is a privilege to be sitting in this booth being able to broadcast high school sports in Western PA.
We will get into more of that next week for our final game.
Yes.
Some things I have planned for us to hear
Good.
at halftime. But, hey,
we got
a football game tonight.
Yeah.
We got Notre Dame Victory March playing. We got Elwood City Wolverines coming out onto the field. And a couple minutes away from kickoff here Last week, the Wolverines got down to Freedom on Saturday night, and they met their match there. We didn't know what Freedom team we were going to see because they were kind of all over the place. Well, we saw the good team, and they took care of business fast and early.
Yep.
But at the same time, I think when we look at the records, we have a Riverside team that's 1-4. Elwood City 0-5. Freedom handled Riverside quite handily too. I think it was 28-7 that game. We have two teams that are struggling offenses.
Right.
We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're not seeing a lot of points. We're not seeing a lot of yards.
Yep.
We're our leading rusher, Tyler Powell, is averaging about 3.1 yards a carry. On the Riverside side, I just lost my notes here. I beg your pardon. But they are, folks, we're going to have the national anthem. Please stand by and enjoy the band's national anthem.
Okay, folks. So like we were talking about with everything that has happened in this past week, week 5, we have on our screen right now the standings for the MAC Conference. Beaver Falls has kind of separated themselves, sitting there at 5-0. Neshannock, after their first week loss, has won 4 straight games, and now they're sitting there competitively in that second position. Then you've got the headlock. You've got a try team push for that 3 seed. You've got Freedom at 3-2, Laurel at 3-2, New Brighton at 3-2. It's going to come down to this last week for sure to figure out who's going to be the 3 seed and potentially that 4 seed. And then you got the back end, the bottom 3 here: Mohawk 1-4, Riverside 1-4, and then the Wolverines at 0-5. Also on the screen is our keys to the game. We like to talk about this a little bit. Again, the Riv-Ell rivalry itself, the whole concept behind it. It just seems like whether these teams are 5-0 or 0-5, it always seems like it's a very good, spirited game, with sometimes one team being the more dominant team, but you can see some competitive play on the field. Get vertical. We want to see stuff up and down. We need north and south plays tonight, and then those big plays versus no big plays. On offense, you got to have some big plays here. You got to open up the playbook, spread it out, do something different here. And at the same time, limit the big plays. The more you limit, the better chance you have to win this
Exactly.
game.
I think the big plays are going to be the key, and don't forget about special teams
Yes.
on those big plays, Brad. I'm not sure who won the toss, but we do know Elwood City is kicking off on this senior night. Beautiful night for football, beautiful skyline, great crowd of people. The run-up and the kick. High end over and kick taken there at about the 28-yard line, but number 28 rolls his way up through. Met quick resistance there at the 38-yard line. 10-yard return for number 28, Kazan Convert. He's a senior, 6'1", 200 pounds.
Elwood won the toss.
Okay. It just confirmed Elwood City did win the toss, and they elected to defer and receive in the second half. Brett Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorst, Dakota Marshall running camera tonight. Riverside with the ball, 1st and 10. Number 1 pitch out there up that right side. There's a big play, 45, 40. Fumbled the ball.
There you go.
Elwood City recovered at the 28-yard line. Big play gone wrong.
I believe number 47, Rodney Grimes, baby.
Grimes with our first turnover off the first play of the game. Riverside fumbled that ball. The runner
Was number 5?
was number 5. Yes, Calvin
number 5.
Hughes. Calvin Hughes, their lead runner, was down there. He had a nice head of steam, about a 30-yard gain, but as he got tackled, Rodney Grimes came in there, put a lick on him. We have Wolverine football, first and goal at the 28-yard line. Gibbons under center. Hand off to Tyler Powell. Met by just everybody from the Riverside Panthers. Really no gain on that play. Tried that right side. Did the Wolverines to no avail. As I said, senior Ryan Gibbons, talking about, their starting their career here being senior night. Ryan Gibbons came in his freshman year about game 5 and has started every game for the Wolverines since. I formation, Gibbons up under center. Wide out to the left. There's a handoff to Tyler Powell again. Met some resistance by a host of Riverside Panthers and gained about 1 on the play. Number 67, Isaac Zellum, gets off the bottom of the Powell, but he had a lot of help there stopping that line. Pick up of about 2 on that play, going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Ball on the 31-yard line. And, you talk about them keys to the game. We'd love to see some points off of turnovers.
Yep.
2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Gibbons in the shotgun. Back to pass. Rolling out to his right, got some time. Dumps it off there to Tyler Powell. Missed the first man miss. A host of Riverside Panthers there. He's going to be short of the line again. Was Tyler Powell.
He's about a yard short, and you know what you're doing here. We're going for it.
I don't think so. So I think if you were another 10, 15 yards, you would go for it. But at the 38-yard line,
yes, you're right.
It's just not.
You're right.
This early in the game, that could be a momentum changer one way or
Correct.
the other, good or
Correct.
bad for your team. Depends who you're rooting for. We do thank the Riverside Panthers who are logged on tonight. We saw their Facebook page. The boosters did that. High snap, but Gibbons got it.
Good kick.
Good kick.
It's going to
Down
roll.
the field it comes, and it takes in the Wolverines bounce all the way down about the 28-yard line down there by number 5, Zach Gatto. Did we announce Zach Gatto as a senior tonight?
I believe he may be a junior.
All right.
I wonder if he's listed as a junior.
Hey, these kids grow up so fast, I'm making them grow up faster. Yes, I beg your pardon, Zach is a junior. So Riverside out there now on offense, 1st and 10 from their 28-yard line. Wide out to the left, wide out to the right, handoff in the middle. That was Hughes. Really no gain on the play there. Was that Peyton O'Brien in there?
I believe so.
Peyton O'Brien with the lick and the stop.
Pickup of 1.
Going to give them 1 on the play. Got Caleb Heitzenrader out there starting on defense along with number 53, Cameron Reynolds. As I said, Peyton O'Brien, Tyler Powell in that linebacker position, Zach Gatto at the cornerback, Carter Lutz in the defensive backfield. There's a pitch there.
Good tackle, number 5.
Good tackle there by Zach Gatto, holding the Calvin Hughes run to a gain of about 3 on that play. But great pursuit there by Zach coming from that cornerback position.
Setting up a long 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 here.
If we went to the stats, I don't have them in front of me, but the 3rd down efficiency for either one of these teams has been very stellar this season. 3rd and 6. I think we had some movement there.
So they're going to say offside.
Encroachment by the Wolverines. That's going to make that 3rd and 6 a 3rd and 1 as they march it off. On this 3rd and 1, quarterback Sam Hughes, he's 10th grade, 5'11", 185 pounds.
Why are we starting?
So I have a feeling they're talking about the 25-second clock. Yeah, the 25-second clock or the 40-second clocks. One of the clocks are not working here properly.
Well, no, that was a timeout via Riverside.
Oh,
Riverside
okay.
called a timeout.
Okay.
So we have a timeout there at Riverside's first of the evening.
Cheerleaders tonight with the pink pom-poms. This month is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Club Hope is into effect tonight as well. Our cameraman Dakota Marshall is supporting Club Hope. We know that both sides are doing this, and I believe they partner together. One of the shirts is pink and blue, and the other shirt is pink and green. So, Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Shout out to Club Hope and all the great work
Yes.
they do here for not just our community anymore. They're really branching out. 3rd and 1 on the keeper. Weaves his way forward. He's going to have enough for the first down. Mayocker in there for the stop, along with Zach Gatto.
That was number 1, Sam Hughes.
Sam Hughes. The way that Riverside offense has been the last couple of years, you can kind of just yell out Hughes, and you're going to be right 4 out of 5 times.
Yep.
A couple families over there, and have had players on the field here for the last couple of years. There's a handoff
Number
ridden
2.
down there. Number 2 taken down. Senior Andy Vrabel in there makes the stop in the backfield. Great play for Andy. Loss of about 3 on that play. Dante Phillips, your ball carrier on that one. On that left side of Riverside, there's some meat over there on that left side. Number 65, he is, we got a flag on, 2 flags on this play. Phillips with the run, gains a couple, but let's wait to see what the flag is.
I'm wondering if they're going to have something with illegal motion.
But on that left side, Devin Barnes, he's 5'10", 290 pounds, along with number 62, Nathan Kingston, 6'3", 245. And what was the call, Brad? I'm sorry?
They're going to make it right now. They're asking Coach Lamenza, now it is a illegal motion or illegal procedure.
And they decline the penalty.
Yep.
So that's going to bring up now 3rd down. 3rd down and 13. Big defensive play here for the Wolverines. Be great to keep them stopped. There's a handoff to number 5. Up the middle he goes in that trap. He's got the first down. Number 5, Calvin Hughes, needed 13. Got about 15 on that play and just ran a trap play right up over top of center and was tripped up by Carter Lutz. Kind of a saving tackle there by Carter as he came through. So, first down for Riverside. The first time tonight they find themselves in Wolverine territory. Ball 44.5-yard line.
And they had the Wolverines had 4 DBs sitting back. Yep. You knew they were going to go pass possibly.
Yep. Here's the keeper by Hughes, Sammy Hughes, that is. They've tried that a couple times. It's not been that effective. He kind of spins around, tries to run a couple yards. Brought down by number 9, Peyton O'Brien. Good job. And they bring up a 2nd down and 9.
So halfway through this first quarter here, just under 6 minutes now. Both teams with the ball once so far. Riverside now with it the second time.
2nd and 9 at the 43. Hughes, handoff there to 5. He's up the middle. He goes, dives his way forward down to the 28-yard line. Calvin Hughes, Sam Hughes, handed the ball off to Calvin Hughes. They run a lot out of that formation early. We noticed here in the game, Brad. The Wolverines got to get somebody there in the middle.
They do.
It's just, it's.
Well, what's crazy about this is all year long we haven't really seen too many teams run up the middle.
I would agree.
Most of it's been outside. This is the first time we're seeing it
but
right up
we're
the
going
middle.
to need to get them linebackers or something cheated up there because.
They're tearing it up right now.
Yes, they are. Do it again. This time he weaves his way through for another 5, 10 yards. Hit hard there. Taken down by Carter Lutz, but all the way down to the 19-yard line. I don't think he's going to have – no, he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. But going to bring up a 2nd down and 1. On that defensive line for the Wolverines, there's Andy Vrabel down there, Caleb Heitzenrader, Cameron Reynolds. Got the seniors on that line. Getting them spread out here, 2 wide outs to the left. There's a handoff to Hughes, weaving his way through, all the way down. Got a first down and more. Going to be right inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Riverside Panthers. And brought down by Sammy DiCaprio. Well, now they place the ball just outside the 10-yard line. So
right, so
I think technically they could get a first down.
Technically.
But so a little different formation. 2 short side to the right. 2 in the backfield.
Number
There's a handoff
33.
there. The big number 33, Avery Orgovin, fights his way forward. Gets about 5 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Brought down by number 17, Brighton Mayaker.
Fast-moving first quarter here, 3:45 left to go. Some pretty good size out there on that offensive line for Riverside. Little misdirection.
There's a good
That's
tackle.
good tackle there. That was Peyton O'Brien, and I don't know if that's exactly the way that play was supposed to run. Samuel Hughes went and turned, and nobody really there to hand the ball to. He tried juking to the right, but Peyton O'Brien said no more. So this is a 3rd down. And probably, well, I'm not sure what they have for a kicker.
Right. It's 2 down territory.
But
it's 2 down.
Okay.
Because even like here, my thought is get it 3 yards. Give me 3 yards, split it in
Yeah,
half.
but we got them all spread out again. 2 to the left. There's a pitch out there to the right side, all the way into
out of bounds.
the end zone. No, he's short of.
Yeah.
I thought he almost hit the pylon.
It
down
was
there.
close, but he did go out of bounds.
He's out of bounds. That was number 5, Calvin Hughes. He's literally it's 4th down, and they don't even have the length of the football to go. So, crunch time here for the Wolverine defense. They have a chance to get a stop. This drive started at the 38-yard line, if I remember correctly, Brad.
Right. So it must have been 1st and goal because right
yeah,
now
it wasn't,
okay.
And then they put it in. So
Okay.
I don't know how that happened, but Sam Hughes under center.
He didn't get it.
Back. He's
didn't
pushed
get
back.
it.
That's a great defensive play by our Wolverines. Stopped
He
them
didn't get
on
it.
4th and goal.
There's no way he got that. All right, there you go.
That was just some great pursuit there in the middle. Good play for our Wolverines defense to stop Riverside. They were driving, had 1st and goal from the 10-yard line, and they got him stopped. Sam Hughes tried just that quarterback sneak.
I was going to say, notice I didn't say QB sneak this week.
I tell you what, credit Caleb Heitzenrader, and I think Vrabel was in there, and they just out-muscled the line,
Yes.
the center and guards. I think Stifler was in there too.
Yep.
I think Donovan Stifler was in there.
I don't want to say QB sneak backwards, but now I think you need
Well,
QB
you
sneak
got
back.
everything in tight for the Wolverines. 1st and 10 from their 1-yard line. There's Powell.
He did get out, so we're at the 1 technically again.
Yep, they really no gain on the play. You're in a real tight quarters here, being worried about a safety because that ball is literally out of the end zone by about half a length of a football. Number 66 out there, Carson Bishop, a senior. He is 6'3", 370 pounds. In tight again in that tight formation for the Wolverines.
There it is.
Gibbons with the quarterback sneak.
get another yard here at least.
Get another yard, but I don't know. I'm not sure you try that. You look at the size of the Riverside guys in front of you.
You almost need to go 4 wide here.
Yeah,
get that. Spread them out.
Maybe spread them out, and if you're in trouble, throw the ball away because now you're 3rd and 9 from the 2-yard line. Just 1 minute left to go here in this first quarter. On this 3rd night, everything in tight again. So he's trying to draw him off sides. Didn't get it. Tyler Powell picked up about 2 or 3 on the play, maybe 2 yards on the play. Got it out to about the 4-yard line. So the Wolverines will be punting from their end zone. So 4th down for the Wolverines. Gibbons.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're just going to run it out.
We're going to wait till we just 15 seconds. There's 4 seconds differential in the play clock, so they can run the clock out here to finish out this first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, we have a 0-0 score. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Wolverines will be punting here on this 4th and 5. Gibbons deep in his end zone, awaiting the snap. We're just waiting for a whistle from an official to start this. We don't have TV timeouts. Not sure what we're waiting on. Now we got a flag.
Okay.
Why a flag?
Not really sure why the flag here.
Riverside's clapping their hands.
You can't really have a penalty coming out of a timeout per se, other than the 40-second clock. So maybe it was a delay. I don't know. Who knows?
We'll wait and see what they.
Okay, no
they
flag.
waved the flag off.
Okay.
Okay.
Who knows?
Well, I think maybe it was a delay of game, but they wasn't to be a delay of game.
Right. I'm wondering if it was when they started the clock.
So Gibbons, as I said, putting from his end line. There's the kick. Driving kick. Why does he do that? Did he touch it?
I don't think so. I think they are going to say he touched it.
They said he touched it.
I think they're going to say he touched
picks it up and runs into the end zone. For the
no whistles. No whistles, and the official on this side is coming down. He's still walking.
That's a touchdown for the Wolverines.
There's the first whistle now. The first whistle was just put out there now.
He did not.
The FAR official is saying that we're coming back. I don't think he touched it.
He didn't. He did not touch it.
No, I don't. I clearly thought he definitely did not touch it. I thought it was pretty darn clear, to be honest. Now, if you were about ready to say, why would you do that?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Even maybe it's, this is me talking, high school sports, especially when you're pinned up in the 4, I'm sending all 11. I'm not even trying to return it.
Yeah.
Just send all 11.
Well, they're conversing here in the center of the field. They're trying to get the players away from each other.
You got the official on this side indirectly walked all the way down thinking it was a touchdown. The official on the other side was saying it's not. I have a feeling they're going to say no. But nobody blew a whistle. So how can you blow something? I'll just keep my mouth shut and let them figure it out. Controversy in the Riv-Ell Cup.
Now we have an official talking to each head coach now.
And neither one's going to be truly happy, to be honest.
Well, Riverside could be happy. If it depends which way this goes. We're still conversing here.
There's ooh. We got a celebration. For a first quarter that had no drama per se.
Right. And we're still waiting here. The kid did not touch the ball.
Yeah, we have the replay up here, folks. We're with a little bit of a delay on our end.
But there is no replay in
there's no replay in high school sports
football
at all, unless it's on television. Even then, they don't use that.
In decision making.
We saw it here. I think we can clearly say on air that it was not touched.
Wait.
Okay, so they're going to say no return. They're going to say it was down by the kicking team at the 40-yard line officially now. Now, the nice thing is this. Wait. Oh, don't tell me we're re-kicking this.
What are we doing?
Do not tell me we're re-kicking this. You cannot re-kick. Oh, my goodness. You cannot re-kick something if you're. Oh. You cannot re-kick this.
Well, we can say all we want.
Wow.
I think they're lining up to re-kick this.
I cannot believe this right now. In all my 9 years of doing stats at the high school level, this is a new one, folks. I've never seen a play redone with no flag, nothing, no whistle.
If nothing else, they need to send every
something
high school,
up here.
Well, every high school coach should show this to tell their players if they're not going to pick a ball up, get away from it.
Yes. At the same time, I'm telling my Wolverines, go after the ball like they did.
Right. They're going to down the ball when it stops running.
And we're re-kicking this.
Wow. From my perspective, it should be Riverside's ball at about the 40-yard line. We're going to re-kick, and don't just make a knot in your stomach like some could go wrong for our Wolverines. Gibbons at the end line. It's got to be a good snap. His high end over and kick. Oh, this time he does get away from it. Nice kick. 52-yard kick there. Riverside will take the ball at the 48-yard line. So we had a re-kick because the officials
but you know
watched
what?
the call.
Indirectly, Riverside still gets 5 extra yards out of it. Because that should actually more than that. They actually get 8 yards out of it. Because it was at the 40.
At that 40. No, it was down there. Now you wait till you go home and look. They lost 12 yards. So, all right. Now we're back to football. Double tight end set to the left. Riverside handoff to Hughes. Calvin Hughes, that is. Number 5 picks up about 6 on the play. Number 60, Donovan Stifler in there making the stop. We're seeing Stifler in there on defense here tonight. Maybe a little bigger body, not as tall. I don't think he was out there in the early part of the game. So bringing up a 2nd down and 5. 2 wide outs to the right. Hand off to Hughes, left side. Taken down there. Quick tackle there. Stifler was in there again along with Vrabel to make the stop. About a 2-yard gain, going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. So we're not seeing Riverside everything. They're just pounding the rock in the middle.
And you were right. It was touched at the 40 here. But if you recall, when they were deciding where to spot it, they spotted the ball at this 40.
Yeah.
So it was mass confusion. So
yes, it was.
Nonetheless, we'll move on.
Yep. The same formation again. 3rd and 2, handoff. No,
Keeper.
on the keeper. He keeps the ball, rolls his way forward down to the 38-yard line with Samuel Hughes, brought down by Mayacher. That's enough for a Riverside first down. It gets a couple first downs for them at night. We'll have all them stats at halftime, as well as no Riverside band, do we? I think we're all Elwood City band tonight. COVID rules.
I think it was based upon
into
senior
place,
night.
and I think probably based on senior night. All the schools trying to work together. 1st and 10, Riverside in Wolverine territory from the 38-yard line. Hand off to number 2 this time. Weaves his way through. Tripped up there was Dante Phillips. Couple yard gain on the play. Aaron Hobel checking into the game. Andy Vrabel coming out. A little bit of a blow. Vrabel going to be, Hobel going to be on that defensive line. The Wolverines kind of running like a 3-5-3 kind of offense. There's a handoff there, weaving his way through.
Number
33, Avery Orgovin, brought down by Mayacher. Picked up to several yards on that play. Going to bring up about a 3rd and 3, ball just inside the 31-yard line. Under center, movement by the Wolverines. He got back. Was he drawn off sides or did he just move?
Nah, I think he moved, unfortunately. Yep. That's the
second time here tonight. The Wolverines got a little antsy on defense.
This one cost us.
This one really cost us because it gives Riverside a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now going to be at about the 25-yard line. Riverside's one win was against Mohawk, I believe. Hughes, handoff to number 2. Hit there hard.
Pursuit.
Was that Dante Phillips on the carry?
I think it was number 10, I believe. So that
I think Carter Lutz was in there with the stop.
It looks like Vrabel.
They're saying 5 to Gatto.
Oh, I'm sorry, and yes, Zach Gatto was in there.
Looks like Vrabel was getting his arm. He has an wristband on, and I think he was getting checked out on. So he has a little club there. He's back over to the sideline, ready to go.
There's a keeper by Hughes, weaves his way around. It's going to be just short of the first down line, brought down by Gatto. Yes, you remember Vrabel did not play last week, and he's checking back into the game now. He does have a club on that right hand and wrist. So that was enough for a first down.
Enough.
It's hard to see from up here, but that was. I'm not going to say. They spotted the ball, I guess, where they thought it should be spotted. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Riverside driving once again. Pitch out there to Hughes around that right. Oh man, he's hit hard. Hit hard. Was that Carter in there again?
50 was in there.
Vrabel was down there,
and 28.
and DiCaprio. Hard hit there to take Calvin Hughes down. Not after about a 5-yard pickup. Ball resting right at the 10-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers. There's a handoff. Driving his way forward was Calvin Hughes.
Down to the 6.
Down to the 6-yard line.
Pretty darn close here.
27 probably.
27. Anthony Spadafora with the stop. So a 3rd and 1 here for Riverside. Two wide outs to the left. Tight ends. Number 1 to Hughes. Weaves his way outside. Nice takedown there.
He did get the first down.
Did get the first down.
Yep, they're going to point. They're saying first down here.
Okay.
Right at the 5-yard line. So, yep, first down.
Cameron Reynolds and Rodney Grimes in on the stop. Kind of kept him from getting into the end zone. But he did get enough for the first down. So we're first and goal, Riverside, just right inside the 5-yard line. They've been here before and came away empty, Brad. There's a keeper by Hughes around that right side. Following his blockers.
Yeah, he's
into the end zone he goes. Samuel Hughes, 5-yard run. 5:41 left to go here in this second quarter. Riverside takes a 6-0 lead. So a drive there of about 52 yards for Riverside. All running plays. We've yet to see Riverside throw the ball yet tonight. Extra point forthcoming.
Kicker is number 5.
And Calvin Hughes is also the kicker. He is a senior, Brad. Kick is down. Ball is up.
Looks good.
And it is good. That makes the score 7-0 here in the second quarter. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. The score 7-0. I can't get the young lady down there in the Elwood City Wolverine coat to turn around, but that is my daughter, Chloe, and it is her 18th birthday. So happy birthday to my daughter, Chloe, and had a nice day and a nice weekend planned. So happy birthday to her. She won't pick up the phone when I text her, so she's not going to turn around. Here's a run up and the kick. Drive and kick through the legs. Goes all the way back, picked up there by Gatto at the 11-yard line. Makes a guy miss, but boy, he's taken down there at the 20-yard line. And that ball got through a couple people before it got to Gatto to pick it up. He had to retreat to go back and get that ball. So Wolverine ball, the very lopsided here. What'd you say, Brad? The Wolverines have 12 yards of total offense.
Compared to 149.
To 149.
But at the same time,
the time of possession's been out of control.
And number of plays. Offensive plays is 6-26. So
well, when you don't get any first downs, that don't help your number of plays. Elwood offense, Gibbons under center. There's a handoff to Powell. Up the middle he goes. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 40, 35. Keep running. 30, 25, 20, 15. Pushed out of bounds and about the 14-yard line. Senior Tyler Powell just ran that ball. How far, Brad?
65 yards.
65 yards for Tyler Powell. He took a play out of Riverside's playbook and ran right up the middle and shot a couple arm tackles on him, and it was off to the races. That's a game changer, folks.
Officially 64 yards.
64 yards for Tyler Powell.
Wow. Talk about 6 plays, 12 yards. Right out the door.
All of a sudden that,
right out the door.
All of a sudden that changed. So 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Wolverines get that big play they were looking for. There's a handoff.
Sweep to Spadafora.
Round that right side.
I like this play.
Keeps his way going.
I like this play.
In there.
All right.
Just down to the 1-yard line. Talk about not giving up. Anthony Spadafora, he was hit a couple times and kept them legs a-churning, and he fell just short of the goal line. It's first and goal. Wolverines.
Right.
Wow, what a change of things happening. Wow. So first and goal, the Wolverines. 2 plays. What? 78 yards. Need one more. Up to the line quickly. Gibbons, handoff.
No.
Penalty on the play. Before the
Even though it was thrown afterwards. Okay, I mean,
encroachment on the defense. So half the distance of the goal, which is about
a yard.
half a football length. No, I'm serious. Look at that ball down there. It is. So the Wolverines on the doorstep. Carter Lutz in the backfield along with Tyler Powell and Rodney Grimes. Pushed the Powell forward. Is Ryan Gibbons, touchdown, Elwood City Wolverines. 7-6, extra point forthcoming. Ryan Gibbons just got into that end zone, driving his legs forward. He got a push from behind Rodney Grimes. Carter Lutz was there along with Tyler Powell. Pushed him into the end zone. We got ourselves a ball game, folks. 7-6, 4:18 left to go in the second quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And this is one of them nights, Brad. Extra points can mean so much.
Yep.
So, Ashton Wilson holding the ball for his cousin, R.J. Wilson, to kick. Senior R.J. Wilson. Snap is good. Kick is blocked. Kick was blocked.
Actually, that was Ryan Gibbons kicking.
Oh, was it?
It was.
It was.
It's number
I beg your
6.
pardon. Ryan Gibbons was in there kicking. Nonetheless, the Wolverines drive 79 yards.
79 yards. Three plays.
3 plays. To score the touchdown here. So they're it's 7-6.
And just under 2 minutes of game time.
Yeah, just like that. They went down the field, led by that long run by senior Tyler Powell of 62 yards. So 4:18 left to go. Timeouts. Riverside has 2. Elwood City has 3.
That just.
And I think this really, maybe that'll help start this Wolverine offense.
I was going to say, it definitely started the fans. You can feel the energy in this building right now.
You can see the step, the spring in their step as they're going. So here's the run up and the kick by Gibbons. Short kick.
Come on, get there.
Jumped on the ball. Was Riverside
very lucky.
At the 39-yard line. That was number 9. Tanner Levens.
Very, very lucky to get there.
So Riverside ball, the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. You know, they've not really had that big play, but they've had too many from an Elwood City perspective, 6, 8, 10-yard runs.
Yes.
Hughes to Hughes. Pushed around there. Powell moves forward. Pickup of about 4 on the play. Looks like Cameron Reynolds getting up with the Vrabel getting up from the bottom of the Powell.
Yep. Vrabel. Yep.
Vrabel got
Calvin Hughes so far, 15 carries, 116. But that is pretty much Riverside's offense.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Hughes under center. Hand off to number 5 around that right side.
I think they must have heard our broadcast. They've been making some changes there on the defensive end for the Wolverines.
Yeah,
they're keeping them. They're keeping them in check.
Yeah, they need to find a way to get that stop, them holes plugged up there in the middle. And I think when the Wolverines came out, you know, the safeties were pretty deep. You know, they kind of, hey, they can surprise you and throw up a ball for a pass, but we've not seen them.
Correct. No passes so
once
far
tonight. Okay, 3rd and 5, Riverside from the 45-yard line. 2 wideouts to the left this time. They are back to
Here's
pass.
your pass.
Throws it out there.
Ooh, that hit the.
They say it's a catch.
Yeah, it was
and
close.
It is a catch to number 12, Mason Glevicki. That is enough for a first down, it appears. Yes, they did move the sticks.
Yep.
the ball was almost tipped. I don't know if
It
you
was
caught
close.
that. I'm not sure who that
Yeah,
was in there.
It was tipped, and it almost hit the ground.
Yeah, it was actually
Very close.
The receiver went down to a knee to catch the ball.
Yep.
There's a pitch out there to Hughes on that right
Runs
side.
into his own player.
Runs to his own man, trips over another one. Carter Lutz was in there for Calvin Hughes. Loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 11. There's a handoff to Hughes. Bounces out the left side. Mayocker there to ride him down along with Peyton O'Brien. Made the initial hit. Hughes on the carry. Gets it down to the 45-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd, and we're going to call it a long 5.
Just under 2 minutes left before halftime.
Hughes on
Keeper.
the keeper, around that left side. He's got running room. Hit hard there by Ashton Wilson, but that's enough for a first down for quarterback Sam Hughes. We've seen him do that quarterback keeper a couple times. He don't really roll out. He just goes right there from under center. Needed 5 yards, got 6.
This is one of those offense schemes where you have to pursue the ball but not come to the ball. You almost have to fill the gaps, fill those holes so that they can't get outside.
The Wolverines are doing a better job of that now, but they're not getting enough negative plays because
Right.
when they're doing a job, they're still getting 3 to 5 yards. Handoff to Hughes, falls his way forward once again, 5 yards.
47.
Mayocker in there with the stop. So we're under a minute left to go here. This second quarter is flying by. 53 seconds. Ball on the 30-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 5.
And I think we just saw our timeout by
Yep.
Riverside.
Yep, timeout by Riverside. A couple things I want to give a shout out to. We'll have some updated sports, other sports here at halftime. But don't forget, folks, I did want to mention the choir is having a car wash tomorrow for their trip to Disney World.
Nice.
That's over at Unimart. So if you want to get your car washed or just stop by and give a donation, they'll be at Unimart. I think it was from 9 to 12. Check out the Elwood City Choir Facebook page. Elwood City Choir Facebook page. Also, if you're at the game tonight listening, or even if you're not, and would like to get in on the gun raffle that the Elwood City football boosters are doing, they're selling them down in the concession stands along with some water and Gatorade. But see Sam Teolis, any of the football players or any other football boosters to get them. That raffle is going off on October 30th.
And we want to throw out thanks to all of our sponsors and whatnot that have helped us out. Venezzi's Sporting Goods with our shirts and our logos and everything. And then also our great fans and friends, WXED 107.3.
Yep, covering the game tonight. Don't forget, we forget to mention them. 107.3, your Elwood City radio station, on this 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line. Back to pass is Hughes. He's looking down the field. He's got a man there with the catch for the touchdown. Wow. Calvin Hughes went down that right side, and he was wide open. Actually, the ball was not really a bullet thrown to him, but hung up there. I thought we'd get a chance to get there and get it. 30-yard pass play. Samuel Hughes to Calvin Hughes for the touchdown.
9 to 12.
So that's our score, 13-6. Boy, I was hoping the Wolverines would keep them stopped. Here's the extra point coming. Driving kick, and it's good. 14-6, Riverside Panthers with 39 seconds left to go here in this second quarter. And I kind of alluded to it earlier. You don't want to sell out and think they're never going to pass. A couple plays later, they do pass. And Hughes just come out of that backfield, ran down that far sidelines.
And I would say that's probably what caught the Wolverines off guard, is that it wasn't a wide receiver catch. It was the running back. Right. But you got to make note of that, because now you know their go-to guy running and receiving, you got two of them. The Hughes show.
Right, and that's what we're seeing here tonight. And you'll go over them with the halftime stats. Now,
But you never know. Hey,
I'm not
we
sure
saw
if those are brothers or if they're cousins. The Hughes, Samuel and Calvin Hughes.
and you never
One
know.
from 10th,
We
one from 12th.
we did see a 64-yard run by Tyler Powell. It's going to have to be another one of those busted plays or something. We also got to give credit to Ashton Wilson. Maybe kick off, like you were saying, special teams. Last week we had a return for touchdown against Freedom, so you never know.
Number 3, Brody Barton to kick off for Riverside. Run up and the kick. Squibs the kick down there, taken by Spadafora. Spins the way around there. Nice return up to the 48-yard line. 34 seconds remaining in this half. Wolverines do have all 3 timeouts. Andreas on the stop. Wolverines setting up shop here at the 47-yard line.
It's a good field position here. You only have 34 seconds, but you never know.
You do have 3 timeouts in your pocket.
You do have 3 timeouts.
You have the outside, and then they do stop to move the sticks on a first down.
Right.
Gibbons under center. Wide out to left, one to the right. Surveys. Hand off to Powell. This time stopped there in the middle for about a 2-yard gain. Timeout for the Elwood City Wolverines. Just 8 seconds ran off that play. So Wolverines with 2 timeouts remaining. Also want to give a shout out, and I did not make it to it last night, but they had a bonfire.
Yes.
I know Riverside probably had theirs. Elwood has theirs. With the COVID, they weren't really sure where they were having it. So I didn't see if Riverside had one. But the Elport Borough, they had it at the park at the Elport Borough. Sam Teolis, football booster president, wanted me to make sure that we made a thank you for having a bonfire. They had the dinner there, and they've been having their Thursday night dinner. It's been a long history tradition here. I think they've been doing it since Adam gave up the rib. It's been a long time. Donnie and Tara Lutz supplied the dinner last night. So thank you, Donnie and Tara Lutz and their family, for feeding the boys last night, and the Elport Borough for the bonfire. 2nd and 7, Gibbons quick pass out there. Ball's intercepted. No. Falls off of Peyton O'Brien's hands. Number 10, number 12 going down the sidelines.
17. I think number 17.
Tackled by Gibbons. Number 12.
Check that. Number 12. You are right. You are right.
Mason Glavicki. The ball was thrown out there. I wasn't. Let me check that again. But came off the hands.
Yep, tipped right to him.
Yeah. O'Brien kind of dove for the ball to catch it. Came off his fingers. Credit Ryan Gibbons for giving pursuit all the way down there. We got 13 seconds left to go here. Riverside only has 1 timeout, if I'm correct, Brad.
Yep.
So we need to stop here by this defense. Hand off to Hughes. They didn't stop him. That was number 3, not Hughes. Brody Barton with the touchdown. Points off of turnovers. Did it again. That brings our score 20-6. Extra point forthcoming, waning moments here, the second quarter. That's the backbreaker, Bradley.
Yep. It's only a 2-score lead, but that is tough to take.
Hey, that was a good thing. That was blocked.
Hey,
was that
Ashton Wilson
in
that's
there
the second
for the
time
block
this year
of that extra point. So 10 seconds left to go. It is 20-6. I got to pick up my pen. I got mad and threw it.
Yeah, so, I mean, it keeps the score 20-6 here. You're only down by 2 scoring touchdowns. But that is tough. That is tough right before halftime. That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yes, it is.
We do get the ball to start the second half, though.
Yes, we do.
So I mean, and this is one thing, unfortunately, we have not done all year long. We have not come out of the second half and did a quick strike play, and you need it tonight.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And we saw that they can do that. But well, anyway, we got a kickoff coming up here. Here's the kick. Squib kick.
Fumbled.
Recovered by. It hit up off one of the up men of the Wolverines. And bounces out, and Riverside jumps on it. So it's their ball right at midfield. Just 6 seconds left to go here in this second quarter. And I tell you what, the last 2 minutes of this quarter, we just want to get out of here and get to halftime. So really setting up for one play, you would think. Hand off to number 3. Up there he
Nice.
goes. Take down quickly.
Rodney Grimes.
Rodney Grimes. And that's going to be the end of our first half of play. The Riverside Panthers leading this contest 20-6. We'll wait for the Elwood City Blue Band.
They're going to say that they got the timeout in time.
Oh, they did? I missed
Yeah,
that.
apparently they got the timeout in time.
Okay, we got one more play. Irregardless, we're going to enjoy the Blue Band at halftime, have some out-of-town scores, some halftime stats.
1 second.
They put 1 second on the clock.
I know that clock has 0.5, so let's make it 0.5 or 0.4 or 0.3.
So,
Oh, boy. If I'm Elwood, just take one extra timeout.
yeah, you can't take him home with you. So Hughes under center. Hand off to number 3. Rolls his way forward. Taken down there by Rodney Grimes at the 25-yard line. That was a stat builder for number 3, Brody Barton. So that does complete the second quarter, this first half of play for the Wolverines. We'll be right back. So what we're going to do, Brad?
Yep, we'll take a short little break, and then
Short
we'll come
break,
back.
enjoy the
We'll have
band.
the bands and everything.
Okay.
presents you the pride of Elwood City, the 2020 Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. Tonight we harness the power of Earth's mightiest heroes to defeat the Mad Titan Thanos. We hope you enjoy the theme from the Avengers. Is our annual senior song. This year our seniors have selected the hit by Muse, Uprising. flannel and grunge. The Blue Bands would like to feature a sing song with Smells Like Teen Spirit. For our last song, we take you. And now, the Blue Band Punt.
Welcome back, folks. It is halftime from Helling Stadium. It is 20-6, Riverside up on the Wolverines at halftime. We're about 6 minutes or so away from the second half kickoff. We're going to run through some halftime scores around the MAC conference, as well as a little bit of out of town. The scores are coming in a little bit later. We're actually one of the earlier games tonight. Some halftime scores here. Shenango is up on Ulsh, 27-21. The big one is Reese Watkins. He's running once again. I did go online and get an alert from the WPIL Edition group that's on Facebook. Sure enough, somebody went and posted that number 4, Reese Watkins, is out of the game. Not 100% sure if that's who we're talking about or not, but at halftime, Shenango is up by 6 on Olsh. Other scores, Beaver Falls is up 14-7 over Freedom. That is a late start game, or it must be a long first quarter, because that one went to the second quarter about 10 minutes ago. So that one's running on a little bit longer than normal. Also in the MAC conference, Laurel is up at halftime on Mohawk, 14-9. Laurel is that team that kind of controls their own destiny. They've already played Beaver Falls, and they will finish with Mohawk and ourselves, Ellwood. If they win both back-to-back games, they'll finish the season 5-2, and most likely that 3 seed right behind Neshannock. So they kind of hold their own destiny to try to get that 3 seed. We'll talk about some game stats here from this one from Helling Stadium. Again, at halftime, it's 20-6. The Riverside Panthers are up. The scoring all occurred in that second quarter. At 5:41 was the first score. Sam Hughes with a 5-yard touchdown run, and the extra point was good by Calvin Hughes. Gave the Riverside Panthers an early 7-0 lead with about 6 minutes left in that second quarter. After that, the Wolverines quickly answered at 4:18 second quarter. Ryan Gibbons with a 1-yard run. The kick was blocked. That score came off of a 64-yard run by number 23 Tyler Powell, and then also that jet sweep run by Spatafor. So it was a good answer midway through the second quarter there. The Wolverines did respond. 2 other scores with 39 seconds left. Calvin Hughes, a 30-yard touchdown pass reception from Sam Hughes. The extra point was good by Calvin Hughes. Made the score 14-6. And then with 10 seconds left, you watched it right before halftime. Brody Barton, a 2-yard run. The kick was blocked by Ashton Wilson, but that came off of the big interception by number 12 Mason Glevke down the left side here of the football field. Unfortunately, went for the score. So at the end of halftime, it is 20-6. The Panthers with the halftime lead. Some stats. Team stats. First downs, Riverside 11, Wolverines only 2. Wolverines didn't get those 2 first downs until literally 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Let's see. Total net yards rushing. This is the big discrepancy on the board tonight. Riverside Panthers 203 yards compared to just 9 yards running by the Wolverines. Passing wise, 35 yards passing for the Panthers, just for 5 for the Wolverines. Total net yards and the number of plays, Riverside has 37 plays, 238 yards. That gives you about a 6.4 average per play. Opposite side, Wolverines 11 for 94, so they have 94 total yards, with 64 of those coming from the one big run up the middle by Tyler Powell. Turnovers right now, Wolverines have 2, Panthers have 1. Panthers are leading in the possession time, 17 minutes to just 6. The Wolverines didn't really have too much time on offense in this game, because both times that they received the ball, or actually had the ball on offense before that touchdown, they were held at the 1-yard line after the turnover on downs by the Panthers, and then also they got the ball back at the 1. So it was an unfortunate first half there on offense, but the defense is keeping the Wolverines in this one tonight. Individual stats real quick before they come out for the second half. Rushing so far, Riverside, most of your yardage has come from one guy, and that's Calvin Hughes. 20 carries, 131, has an average of 6.5. on their end. For the Wolverines, Tyler Powell, 6 carries, 73 yards. And then the passing, Sam Hughes, 2 for 2 for 35, and that 130-yard touchdown pass to Calvin. And then Ryan Givens, 1 for 2, 1 interception, and 5 total yards. So there's your halftime stats. Again, Panthers up 20-6. We're about ready to start the third quarter here. With about a minute 30 left, we'll swing this over to Thad Sturgeon to kind of chime back in here for the second half kickoff.
Thank you, Brad, and thanks for all them stats. I stepped out there for a moment, and boy, looking at them scores. Shenango and Osh, that was a game that was getting some attention here via WPIL websites, to be a pretty good game. Shenango has really been the darling of the area here lately.
And like I said, what I saw.
I missed that. Reese Watkins is injured.
Yeah, I saw this on a really good group. It's a private group that you have to be part of. It's called WPIL Edition on Facebook. They do all the Whip-Yo sports around the area. And somebody did post on there at the Shenango game that number 4, the running back for Shenango, is out of the game. But I'm not sure. We're not speculating. We're not
just telling you what we hear. But Reese, we saw him run for a school record here last year at this stadium for 305 yards, and he has been tearing it up as the season goes along. Was their featured person on offense. And what was that Beaver Freedom score?
Yeah, Beaver was up 14-0. Freedom scored. That is a late game. I don't think it was a 7:30 start, but I think it's just taking that long. They're still playing it before halftime. And Freedom did score, I think, with about 5 minutes left in that first half. They're up 14-7, or down 14-7. Beaver Falls struggling there with Freedom.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes because Beaver Falls is a team that
third and fourth quarter
kind of they're so big, they're so strong, they just wear you down. And they're in the top 5 in the state for 2A as we speak right now.
Right.
And another local team that's in there is Wilmington as well. They had a really exciting game last Saturday night against
Farrell.
And Farrell's in the top 5. So District 7 up there. Putting on some pretty good football games as well.
And we did talk about Laurel. Laurel's up 14-9. They kind of control their own destiny to make their run to possibly get that 3 seed. I think they are taking the top 4. I can't remember. I've been meaning to look this up every single week.
Well, but I think it's maybe a moving target.
Or no,
by things
I know what it is now. I do remember now. I did look this up. They just changed it this week. Whip-Yo did vote on this. They're going to take the top seed from each conference and then 4 wild card teams. I got to put wild card in quotations because guess what? Whip-Yo gets to choose which 4 teams
Yes, I saw that. And
I do remember that now.
In defense of the Whip-Yo for doing that, we've been very fortunate here in the MAC to not have
no
any games missed. You start getting down there closer to Pittsburgh.
They're missing some.
But I did see Blackhawk Newcastle was to be canceled tonight, and now it's on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that game is happening.
I'm surprised.
They made that announcement, I think it was Wednesday night.
Okay.
I saw that. So we're about a minute and a half away here from the start of the third quarter.
Have you heard anything about Sarah Catholic this week?
Just that they have suspended all play.
Wow, that's a shame.
For the rest of the season. I don't know if it's going to be revisited or just what. We're familiar with Sarah Catholic. They were in our conference 2 years ago.
Yep.
Was it 2-3 years ago? They were here. We were there.
Right.
And with the realignment, this was last year we were there.
It was last year. Yeah.
Last year.
It was a 2-year rotation.
Yeah,
so last year and the year before.
The way it always is. What we see this year will be the same as next year, albeit we hope we have 10 games and not 7. Because of the COVID. But thankfully, we did have fall sports. It's so great. I like walking down in the stands. They limited people coming in here tonight, but senior night, a lot of the parents were able to come and saw some students down there running around as well.
Yep. And again, like we want to always promote, for those who are listening to us on WXED, I apologize, 107.3, the rock station in Elwood. Also, if you want to catch this replay of this game you can always catch it on our website, www.ecwolverines.com, our YouTube page. Subscribe to it whenever we go live, not only for the fall sports, but the winter and spring sports. And then more importantly, our social media. We try to keep up on things. We had a great week of sports, a lot of playoff stuff. Both teams for golf finishing and wrapping up. Joey Hudson, the senior golfer, is going to PIAA finals next week on Monday. We've got volleyball starting up for playoffs here shortly. Big things.
We got kickoff now, Brad.
Yep.
So, run up and a kick, Riverside, high, end over and kick, taken there at the 28-yard line, driven down at the 41.
I think that was number 27, Spadafora.
Yep, Spadafora with the return. So, Wolverines first and 10, down 2 scores, 20-6, ball on the 42-yard line. And you're not trying to pigeonhole into one thing here, but a very important drive for the Wolverines at the start of this third quarter to make something happen. So 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Is that Gatto in the backfield? There's a handoff to Gatto around that left side. Makes a man miss. He's up to the 40, all the way down to the 35-yard line. Pickup of 23 on the play for...
Oh, no.
Oh, we got a flag.
We got a flag.
So wait and see what that's about.
Have a feeling it's going to be a hold.
I'm afraid so. It's in that territory.
Yep.
Yes, holding against the Wolverines. That's 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
I have a feeling it was right at the line, too.
Yeah, it's looking that way. It was interesting there at halftime. I got asked more on one occasion, did that punt returner touch the ball? Why did they kick twice? And I said, you'll have to ask the guys.
You knew half the reason.
So I don't think the young man touched it, but you still should not have re-kicked either way.
Yeah, you don't re-kick that.
10 yards penalty. First and 20 now. Ball longer than that. Gibbons quick pass out there to Ashton Wilson on that right side. Makes the couple guys miss all the way up to the 45-yard line. Ashton Wilson got that penalty back and more. Picked up about 19, call it 26 yards on the play. It looked like he was going to get hemmed in there on the sidelines.
Yep.
After about a 6-8 yard gain. And as they converged on him, they kind of hit him and nobody else. So some nice blocking downfield there for Ashton Wilson. Ball on the 45-yard line, first and 10, Wolverines. There's a handoff to Gatto. Falls his way forward, followed on top there by number 53 of the Panthers, Avery Wolf. Don't really say that coach is up, but Coach Joe Lamenza down there in his second year. Damian Barrett down there coaching this year. His son up here in the press box, DJ Barrett, former quarterback here from about 5 years ago for the Wolverines.
And we also had Nick Iannelli as well. I believe he got a job down south.
There's a handoff on that jet sweep around to Ashton Wilson.
Good blocking by Gatto.
Got some
Opens
blocks
up the hole.
all the way down to the 33-yard line. Pickup of 12 on the play. I like what the Wolverines have done here early on, even though we did have that penalty. Maybe not trying to go up the middle. Trying some of the outside stuff, trying some of them quick passes outside. That was enough for a first down. Ball marked on the 34-yard line, first and 10 for the Wolverines. So Gatto, the feature back on this series. Brings Ashton in motion. This time misdirection to Zach. Weaves his way, not much running room. Hole closed very quickly. Really no gain on the play. Going to bring up second down. So give him 1 yard on that play. Second down and 9. Gibbons in that huddle. Gets the play called. Got a wide out to the left, one to the right, I formation.
I think we see Tyler Powell back in that normal
Yes,
position.
we do. Tyler Powell back there. Trying that middle.
Pushing it forward.
Push the Powell forward. Ball down just inside the 30-yard line. Pick up about 3 on that play. So going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7, we're going to call it.
So it sets up a 3rd and 6.
Yep, 3rd and 6. Gibbons in a shotgun looking to pass. Looking down the field. He's got time. Pocket closes. Rolling forward as Gibby gets back just past the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down. That was kind of a coverage deal there, Brad.
Yep.
Had pretty good coverage down the field. Nowhere for Gibbons to throw the ball. We talked about coaches. The Riverside Panthers are coached by Ron Shiro. Been there quite a few years. Several assistants. I just want to give a shout out to Rob Magnifico. Coach Rob was here at Elwood City, and he coached was an assistant coach for a number of years. Was the head coach or an interim coach, and then is now at Riverside. 4th and 7. Big play here for the Wolverines. Really need a 1st down.
Wide open.
Oh, dropped it. Dropped the ball. Ashton Wilson was open there in center field, and he would have had enough for the 1st down. Nonetheless, the ball falls to the grass. Going to bring up ball over on downs. 7:36 remaining here in this 3rd quarter. Riverside Panthers with the ball.
That's a tough one. We were just talking about coming out of the second half.
Yep, and getting something. And they did open it up there a little bit. There's Hughes. Handoff to Hughes. Weaves his way forward. Finds stiff resistance after about a 3-yard gain. Zach Gatto in there helping with the stop. So pick up of 2 on the play. Going to bring a 2nd down and 8. There's a handoff to Hughes. And really no gain on that play. Great pursuit there by the interior line. And then some of them safeties, or the defensive backfield, was in there to push the Powell.
I tell you what,
limit
folks.
his gain.
If you are not at this game, it is cold.
Yeah, it's chilly.
It is cold.
And a little deceptive there. You know,
Yes.
at 6:30, I was down talking to some of the senior parents, and boy,
Nice
this is a
and
really
warm.
comfortable night.
Yeah.
And that sun makes a lot of heat in a hot day. And when it goes away, 3rd and 6. Handoff to Hughes, feeds his way through.
First
and
down.
he's going to just get enough for the 1st down. That time he got a good head of steam. Not much zig and zag on that one, straightforward running. And that is enough for a 1st down at the 40-yard line.
I think it was Gatto on the tackle.
Yep, I'm going to give Gatto again a stop.
So Calvin's reaching that 150 mark. He has 142 on 23 carries.
So there's a handoff to Hughes again, weaves his way through, and he's just shifty.
Yes.
He finds that little hole in that line of scrimmage and keeps them legs a churning. Finds his way forward for another 7 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 3.
And he's not going to do anything too flashy, but he just puts his head down and he goes forward. Just goes forward.
Running north and south all the time. There's a handoff to number 2 this time. Up the middle he goes. He's at the 40. Saving tackle there by Zach Gatto at the 36-yard line. Was that the runner number again? I'm sorry.
I think it was what, number 2?
Number 2, Dante Phillips.
Yep, Dante Phillips.
Dante Phillips on the about a 12-yard run. Going to be
Down to the
1st down
36.
to the 36. Riverside driving here in this 3rd quarter. Handoff to Hughes on around that right side. And they're just really, Riverside right now is just doing that old school football.
Yep.
We're going to line up against you, you're going to line up against us, and we're going to get 3 to 5 yards, have 3 downs to get 10, and they're doing it.
And I believe Gatto once again.
Yep,
Gatto's
Gatto.
been
and
making some
that's
plays
not
here.
always a great sign for your defense.
True.
When your cornerback is the one making all the tackles. There's a handoff again.
To, I believe, number 33.
Number 33, Avery Orgovin.
47.
And
So it would be
Grimes on the stop. Ball,
17.
Myocker.
17.
Myocker, I beg your
Bright.
pardon.
Yep, Brighton Myocker.
So ball now on the 31.
We've seen Riverside with
On a
about
third
7
down.
of these 3rd and 5s, and they've converted
Yep, and
them.
they've converted. What was their third down conversions?
Right
Third
now.
and 5.
Yeah.
There's a handoff to Hughes. Big hole, big
Well.
stacked up in front of him. And he gets about 1. Needed 5 for the first down. There was really no hole there for Calvin Hughes to run. Nice gap play there by the Wolverine defense. Big fourth down here for the Wolverines. Just a little over 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
This has been very effective. Well, it's been doing 2 things here. It's been killing the clock,
Right.
and you're just wearing down the Wolverine defense here now, being on that field now almost
On the
8
4th
minutes.
and 4, got 2 wide outs to the left. Double sends a man in motion out of that backfield.
Quick
Back
pass.
to pass. Throws it out there.
Oh, don't call it. Don't call it. Okay. I was afraid they were going to call it.
I don't know how you don't call that, but either
I
way,
was
it's
afraid
ball
they were
over
gonna call it.
on downs. Ball falls incomplete. The play call was there, just didn't make it happen. So, ball over on downs, Wolverine football from the 30-yard line. We got lucky there.
They did get very, very lucky. Yeah, it was close.
So, Wolverines on offense. I formation. Gibbons, handoff to Powell. Weaves his way forward. Met there with resistance by big number 67, Isaac Zellen. He's standing there at 6 foot, 310 pounds. Pick up of about, give him 3 on the play. Give him 4. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 5. Out there on the line for the Wolverines right now, number 53, Cameron Reynolds, number 50, Andy Vrabel. Ashton Wilson's out there in the wide receiver position on this 2nd down and 5. Gibbons handoff to Powell. He's met at that line for really no gain on the play. Anthony Baird, number 63, out there on the line along with Caleb Heitzenrader. Avery Wolf with the tackle. He had some help from that front line of Riverside. So now a 3rd down and 5. Ball at the 35-yard line.
Total number of plays on offense, 46 to just 20 for the Wolverines.
Wow. 3 wide outs to the right. Handoff. Keeper by Gibbons. Makes a man miss. He's at the 40 to 45. Another man miss. Pulls his way forward to the 50-yard line. Gibbons on the 15-yard run on the quarterback keeper, a play that we don't really see that often from this offense, but this time it did work with efficiency. I guess they marked it at the 49-yard line, so Wolverines threatening to get into Riverside territory. There's some nice blocking downfield and some shifty running there by Gibbons.
Yes.
Made a couple guys miss. He was brought down by number 12, Mason Levicki. So, new set of sticks here for the Wolverines. 1st and 10. 3 wide outs to the left, sidecar to Gibbons left. Quick pass out there to number 14, Ashton Wilson. Lowers his head, falls his way forward to about the 44-yard line. Going to pick up about 8 on that play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 2. just close to a minute left here to go in this third quarter. Gibbons handoff was at the Zach Gatto.
Yep.
And nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Loses a couple yards on the play. The right side of that Riverside defense had every hole plugged there. Kason Convert on the tackle. Don't forget, next week we will be traveling to Laurel to take on the Laurel Spartans, and we'll see how things shake out tonight, but that may be the equivalent of a playoff game for Laurel Spartans next week.
Yes.
And junior high football, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 3. Back to pass. Gibbons throws the ball and falls incomplete. Intended receiver was number 47, Rodney Grimes. That's going to incomplete pass, stops the clock with 12 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. But junior high team, middle school, takes their undefeated record to the Mohawk Warriors, where they will be taking them on Wednesday at Mohawk, and 4 o'clock start. Keep in mind, 4 o'clock start. Not sure why, but it is a 4 o'clock start, and we are broadcasting. We are allowed to be there. I beg your pardon. We're looking at each other.
We're getting verified. we'll put it that way.
We will get verification on that. Keep it apprised to all of our social media accounts, and we'll let you know if we got permission to be there. We want to be there. There's a handoff to Spatafore. Jet sweep around that right side. Follows his way forward. He got the first down. On that 4th and 3, needed 3, got 4. And Spatafore hard running on that sweep, and he was running out of real estate. Knew he had to turn to get upfield, and that's what he did. That's a first down, and that is the end of our third quarter. Scoreless third quarter here, and with our score, Riverside Panthers 20, the Elwood City Wolverines 6. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, to our Riv-Ell game, Riverside and Elwood City. Elwood City with a new set of downs, 1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line in Riverside territory. Gibbons back to pass. Looking down the field. He's got DiCaprio down there just out of the outstreached hands of Sammy DiCaprio. I thought it was 6.
What a call out of the timeout.
Yep, out of that timeout for the quarter change. And Gibbons back to pass. He had some time. Just need to let Sammy get another step or two underneath him. And we're talking a score.
Total yards after the third quarter, 279 to 164.
Okay, 2nd and 10. Gibbons in the shotgun, handoff to Zach Gatto. Around that left side. Oh, he got pasted. Ouch. Number 7 and 5, Calvin Hughes in there. And number 7, who I don't see on the roster for Riverside, hit Zach pretty hard, but not after about a 4-yard gain. Give him 5. Going to be 3rd and 5. So 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left on this 3rd and 5. There's a handoff to Gatto, weaving his way through. He's got the first down, a little bit more. He's at the 10, 5, just down at the 6-yard line. Nice run there of 28 yards for Zach Gatto on that 3rd down play. just weaved his way around. So
There's one thing about senior night that we always know, that Mr. Keeley, our announcer, Frank Keeley announcing, always puts a little twist to everything.
yes, he does. So first and goal for the Wolverines from the 6-yard line. Handoff there to Spatafor. Makes a cut. Dives his way forward just down to about the 4-yard line. Spatafor's getting really good at trying to coming around on them jet sweeps to find that lane. He just didn't have much of one there. So the ball just inside the 5-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd and 4. 2nd and goal from the 4. Ball on the left hash mark. Everybody in tight.
Hand off to Grimes.
Grimes. Taken down. He just got about a yard on that play. Just to not get that initial surge to get any more than that. Number 28 bringing it down, Kason Conver. So 3rd and goal from the 3 here for the Wolverines. Really need to get a score here. 9:44 on this rolling clock.
Yeah, the way the Riverside Panthers have been killing the clock, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, I need to get it. All spread out. Got 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Now we're sending him in motion. Around there, Ashton Wilson around that right side.
Oh, there's a hole. He got in?
He got in.
Yes.
That's a touchdown for Elwood City. Ashton Wilson kept them legs a churning. Into the end zone he goes. That makes the score 20-12 for the Wolverines. Really had the other wide receivers out there just making blocks. And really good run in there by Ashton at 3 yards. We are going for 2. 2 wide outs to the right. Sends a man in motion. Gibbons in the shotgun rolling.
He's got him.
Right. He got a man out there.
Oh, he was short. He was short.
The ball falls to the ground. The ball was short and
I think it was, I want to say it was DiCaprio out of that backside coming in motion, but he caught it, but it was short.
Okay, it was short.
Yep, he was short. But I mean, not too much of a deal as long as they can keep him in check. It is still an 8-point lead, so it's still 20-12. It's just one score here.
Yes, 20-12 is where we're at right now. 9:25 remaining.
That was a good answer, though.
Yeah, it was. It
would have been nice to have it in the third quarter. But
hey, we're sitting here and we're one score, a 2-point conversion away from tying this game.
Right.
If you had to write that perfect scenario right now, you'd be a 3-and-out, a turnover, something of that sort.
Right.
By the Riverside Panther offense. Kickoff here coming.
And it kind of has helped that the Wolverines haven't had the ball on their own 1-yard line twice in the first half.
Right.
It's allowed them to get more yards, more plays.
The playbook gets kind of narrow when you're starting inside the other, the shadow of your own goalpost. There's the run up and the kick
by Gibbons.
Driving kick. It goes all the way back to about the 8-yard line. Picked up there. Up the middle he goes. Taken down there nicely. That was number 7, Caden McClymans with the stop.
Yep. I think it was Dante on the return. Dante Phillips.
Dante Phillips on the return. So you got him back all the way at their 20-yard line. So a nice kick there by Gibbons, who's right now on the sidelines getting stretched out. So Samuel Hughes, under center. I think he kept the ball, and no gain on that play. Drove him back a little bit. Peyton O'Brien in there on the stop. Loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 11. Wouldn't it be great if we can get a stop here?
Yep. The defense has been good all night long.
Yeah.
Limiting those plays.
Yep.
This is the time to do it.
Yep. There's a handoff up the middle. Hit hard there after about a 6-yard gain. That was Mayocker in there for the stop on Dante Phillips on the carry. Going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 5. Big play here for our Wolverines defense. We've seen Riverside handle 3rd down efficiency pretty good tonight. So under center. Keeps it.
Good tackle.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
you go.
Great tackling there by the Wolverines. Vrabel in there making the stop along with some other people in blue. Going to bring up 4th down. Ball placed on the 25-yard line. So the Wolverines could be set up for pretty good field position on this punt.
We assume a punt.
Back to receive, Ashton Wilson.
Yes. Big boy kicking.
Yeah, what, you got a number on him?
Oh, boy. It's a hard one to get here.
Good snap. Driving kick.
Wow. That may be why he's kicking. Holy
Pushed it back.
smokes. Don't get even near it.
Why do they do that?
Just get away from it.
Get away from it. You're not going to pick it up. Down to 29-yard line. That kick was 25 plus 21.
I'm still trying to figure out who kicked this. He's just
So,
running perfectly sideways.
So, but a nice boot there.
Was that number 9? I want to say it's number 9.
I think so. Yep. I think it is. So Wolverines ball right at the 30-yard line in Riverside territory. So
45-yard kick. Woo.
Yeah, 45-yard kick. Little bounce there helped at the end, but
Yep, it was
a
number 9.
driving kick that will bounce. So Wolverines, here's the scenario. They're down by 8. 7:24 left to go here in this 4th quarter. Gibbons, handoff. And he's met there. Arm tackle got him slowed down. Gave other people time to get there. So pickup of about 2. Going to be 2nd down. Give him 3 on the play. Give him 2nd down and 7.
Just now under 7 minutes left in
Yep.
this 4th quarter. Crunch time here.
Wolverines all 3 timeouts. They don't need to hurry, but
You got to finish this drive,
Yep,
though.
yep, and
If
we've
you're going to
been-
make it all the way down the field, you have to finish
right.
here.
You got to finish it. All right, Gibbons in his shotgun. 2 wide outs to the left. One to the right. Quick pass out there to Ashton Wilson. He's met immediately by number 3. Minimal gain on the play. Brady Barton was in there as well as Calvin Hughes with the stop. Completed pass, but only about a 1-yard gain. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Gibbons in the shotgun. 2 wide out, short side left. Back to pass. He does have some time. Packet closes quickly. Throws the ball. Falls. Ball goes incomplete. Intended receiver is DiCaprio. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock. 5:56 left to go. 4th down.
You got 3 timeouts, 5:56. You punt it away here and hope that your defense makes the play. Me personally, I'm punting, unfortunately. But the big thing is those 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
You've got to make the stop here.
Yes, you do. Gibbons back to punt the ball. This snap is good. High kick.
Get there.
Gets it there to 29-yard
There
line.
you go. Good tackle.
Nice tackling there.
Gatto.
Gatto down there. The gunner down there. Really gave no chance for a return on that play. So Riverside's ball at the 34.5-yard line. We'll call it the 34-yard line. 5:47 left to go. We are seeing a very competitive game.
Yes.
We're not seeing a lot of penalties, a few here and there, but not, crazy or anything. Hughes hands off to Hughes, 5 up the middle he goes. Going to be just.
He should have the first.
I think he does have the first down. Got 10 yards on that play. Reached it out there.
They gave him the first.
Yeah, they gave him the first down, ball on the 45-yard line. You really, the clock is not the Wolverines' friend right now. Because Riverside, they're look to be taking that play clock. They're in no hurry at all. 15 seconds left on the play clock. He's not even going under center till 10 seconds. Gets the ball, hand off to Hughes. Starts his way through there. Nice tackle by Peyton O'Brien, but not after a 5-yard gain. Young Hughes there, he goes from 0 to 60 in about
real fast.
Right now.
Real fast. They just crossed the 300-yard mark.
For total offense.
Calvin Hughes is at 169 on
Okay,
28
ball
carries.
right at midfield.
So I have a feeling like this is where you can only let up one more first down.
Yeah, you gotta get a stop.
You're thinking about
here.
timeouts here
And,
shortly.
I will say about Hughes' yards, there's not been many, like a huge one to make that.
Right.
It's been pretty methodical down the way. Hand off to number 2 this time. Weaves his way through all the way down to the 45-yard line. That's enough for another first down. Dante Phillips on the carry. No, I beg your pardon, it's at the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 12 on that play. They're just not getting this running back tandem, mostly Hughes, stopped on those inside trap kind of things.
Yep.
They're just not getting the lane filled up, and he's getting through. Hughes up, Samuel Hughes up under center. There's a handoff to number 2. Weaves his way forward for another 5 yards. Dante Phillips, your carrier. Dante Phillips, a senior, 5'9", 170 pounds. .335 left to go here.
I have a feeling here, if you possibly stop him behind the back, the line of scrimmage, maybe you start thinking timeout.
Yeah,
tough.
I think it's really almost painful sitting here right now. You see them in the huddle just kind of sitting there waiting. Okay, we got the play clock at 10 seconds. Let's go to the line. And
on third down, Riverside is 7 for 10.
Wow. We get a flag.
Now, what was that all about? Was something said? Because that came from the back line, Judge.
No, they called false start.
So they're going to say false start. Interesting.
That is interesting because they were just barely to the line of scrimmage.
Right, and that
up.
should be huge because if I'm correct, that should stop the clock.
No, it didn't.
It does not. Okay.
Does not reset.
Oh, it doesn't reset
the play clock.
Right.
But, well, it sets your play clock to 25 seconds.
Right. Now you're thinking
Instead of
timeout
40.
1-1.
Yep.
You gotta stop 'em
2:48
here.
left to go here. Does bring up a 2nd and 10 though with that penalty. There's a handoff to Dante Phillips. Got to hole up that left side. Up through the middle he goes. One man to beat. Taken down there by Ashton Wilson at the 11-yard line. 29-yard run for Dante Phillips. And that one hurt. We're down to the 11-yard line. 2:30 left to go. New set of downs for Riverside. Now you start hoping for a turnover.
Yep.
But Hughes under center. Hand off to Phillips. Weaves his way through, down to the 5-yard line. Rodney Grimes down there helping with the stop. I think Mayocker as well. Zach Gatto, give him credit for the stop as well. Minute 48, clock rolling. Second and 4, ball is on the 5-yard line. They can get a first down. I got to give a shout out to my good friend Doreen Welsh. She got me my cough drops tonight. I told her I'd do that. My daughter stopped by Johnny's and picked them up for me today. Doreen's a savior. On the keeper is Hughes. Into the end zone he goes for the 5-yard touchdown. No flags on the play. Samuel Hughes with the 5-yard run. That brings our score (26-12). Yep. Riverside with the score brings it to 26-12. Extra point forthcoming. Just over a minute left to go here in the contest. Kick is up, and
I want to say it was
good. It is good. 27-12. Riverside Panthers over our Elwood City Wolverines. Hate to say it, but this brings the Elwood City losing streak to 16 games with no win last year. And
I think what we need is rain. Because the last time it has rained during a game was that awesome 3-overtime game against Brentwood.
Yep, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
we need rain. You're a farmer, dude. Do a rain dance.
I've been doing a rain dance since about the first week of June, and it hasn't gotten much.
Boy.
So that's not the longest streak, though.
No.
Greensburg, I think, is at 32. And Ambridge is pretty far out there as well.
Remind me, I have to send you some stuff. There's a lot of stat streaks.
You said.
You did see that?
I saw that earlier.
Okay.
And you had sent it this week.
It was great.
Yeah, a lot
they
of
have some really good stuff in there.
Here's the run up and the kick. Ball taken there by Rodney Grind, or 17, I'm sorry. Mayocker returns the ball to about the 46-yard line. Wolverines ball, minute 12 left to go here. Down by 15.
There's anything that you can take. I don't want to wrap up and say season yet, but if there's anything you can take away from this season is special teams. They have been really darn good all year long. That may or may not be because you've been kicking off return almost every game.
Well, that has something to do with it, too. Gibbons in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Back to pass. Throws it out there. A little too tall for Sammy DiCaprio. Ball falls incomplete. That stops the clock with a minute 9 left to go. I want to give a shout out to Mike Sinclair. He takes care of the field here. Has the caution tape up to help with the social distancing. I know he puts a lot of time into that. And has the field looking great once again tonight. Shotgun, Gibbons back to pass. Under pressure. Slings it down there. Ball's thrown out of bounds. Was caught, but the ball was clearly out of bounds when he came down with it. Intended receiver, Caden Kreiser. So it's going to be 3rd down. For our Wolverines. This will be about 5 wins in a row, I think, for Riverside against Elwood. I meant to look at that earlier today. Gibbons back to pass. Surveys. Rolls out of the pocket. Picks the ball. Throws it. And that is a catch by Ashton Wilson.
Should be a first down.
They did give a first down. Goes out of bounds as well, stopping the clock with 54 seconds remaining. Gibbons in his shotgun, back to pass again. Looking down the field, got a man out there.
Just too far.
A little too far for Peyton O'Brien. Do we know if we're in a press box next week, or are we outside?
We'll be in the press box.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely in the press box.
if we were outside, and it was it's like break out.
I don't know if it'd be outside.
break out the Carhartt bibs weather.
I was gonna say I may be taking my Jeep and pulling into the side.
49 seconds left to go here. 2nd and 10. Incomplete pass. Stop the clock. Gibbons back to pass again. Rolling out to the right this side. being chased.
He's got Peyton open. There you go.
Yep,
Good
makes
catch.
the catch. Did Peyton O'Brien.
You never want to see
Out
your
of
quarterback
bounds.
scrambling like that, but it actually opened up Peyton for the
got Peyton
catch.
the catch. And that was enough for a first down. Ball at the 28-yard line. 14-yard reception there for O'Brien. Gibbons back to pass again. Rolls to his right. Looking. Throws the ball to Ashton Wilson. Little dump pass in there.
Got out of bounds.
Got out of bounds. 5-yard gain on the play for Ashton. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 5. The one thing about this drive is it's helping our plays numbers. We're getting a lot of plays off here in this last minute and a half. Two wide outs left, 2 to the right. Gibbons back to pass. Surveys, looks down there.
Oh, good try.
Good try there by O'Brien. Hit his hands, but ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. 27 seconds left to go here. Three wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun Gibbons. Surveys, looks down the field. Finds Ashton Wilson there in the center of the field, about to the 16-yard line. That is going to be good for a first down. Timeout, Elwood City here with 21 seconds remaining. Don't forget, folks, you can check at ecwolverines.com. We have our archived games there. All the games from this season, all of our junior high games, middle school games
Volleyball
are there as well. Volleyball.
We have 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016. We also have a little bit of highlight video stuff that's done by KDKA, WTA, all the way back from 2011.
Wow.
I remember those games because that was the year that we played Freeport and then Greensburg Central Catholic at Valley High School. Kyle Crawford days. Way back when.
First and 10 for the Wolverines now. 21 seconds remaining. Gibbons back to pass. Throws
Good
like
fade.
a fade.
Oh, good try.
Just out of the outstretched hands of Peyton O'Brien. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd down.
This reminds me of a game like 8 years ago. The Wolverines did defeat the Panthers way back when. They had 664 yards rushing. No passing plays.
Gibbons back to pass. Throws the ball down there. Too far out of bounds. Intended receiver was Ashton Wilson. 11 seconds remaining.
The reason why I say that is Panthers 2 for 3. Just 3 passing plays. 53 rushing plays for
Wow.
320 yards.
They only passed 3 times.
3 times.
I knew it wasn't very many. So, 11 seconds. Gibbons in the shotgun. Under pressure. Throws the ball down there. Tipped by number...
It's still live. It's still live.
No, they're calling it incomplete.
They're going to say incomplete. Okay. I thought it rest on the player's back.
Either way, it's 4th down. 6 seconds left in this one.
Okay, yeah, it actually hit off of his back foot, spun up in the air, and then it landed.
So 4th and 6 Wolverines. Last chance here to get a score. Throws the ball down there. Little hand pass. Nice defense. Intended receiver was DiCaprio. The ball falls incomplete. Nice defense there by number 12, Mason Glavecki. Just 1 second remaining. I think we're going to get a kneel down. Ball over on downs. And that will be the end of our game. So we'll await this last play. There's the kneel down, and that's your ball game, folks. The Riverside Panthers come into Elwood City and defeat the Wolverines 27-12. Have some brief post-game stats here for you. Maybe some scores from out of town.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break.
Real quick break here.
And we'll come back. We'll talk about some out-of-town scores and then our final stats from this game. So we'll take a quick little break, and we'll be right back.
Yep.
All right, folks, we're going to come back here and talk about some quick stats here and out-of-town scores. We're going to keep it real short. Final score from Helling Stadium, 27-12. Riverside Panthers defeated the Wolverines. So the Panthers will improve to 2-4 on the season, while the Wolverines fall to 0-6. Some out-of-town scores. This one was just at halftime about 20 minutes ago, so this is a late one. Beaver Falls, 22-14, only by 8 on Freedom. Now, like we did say at the end of the first half there, Beaver Falls is a third and fourth quarter team. They kind of feel out the game, and then they make those halftime adjustments, and that's huge. So Beaver Falls only up by 8 at half. Shenango just went and blocked a kick, I believe, or not a kick, a punt, and it went back for a safety. So Shenango is up now 35-21 on Olsh. And at halftime, this was several minutes ago. This is probably about an hour ago now. Laurel was up 27-15 on Mohawk. So it kind of sounds like if that one doesn't change, Laurel should be technically your 3 seed going into next week. So your final score here, 27-12. The Panthers got 20 points in that second quarter. That's been the story of the year for the Wolverines. The second quarter has just been big, unfortunately, against them. So 20 points by Riverside in that second quarter, and in the fourth quarter they added one more touchdown. Wolverines split in the second and fourth quarter, 6 points apiece. Some team stats here. First downs at the end of the game, Riverside had 16, Elwood had 10. Total net yards rushing-wise, Riverside finished with 319, Elwood with 171. Net yards passing, Riverside 35, Elwood 75. You combine those together, you had 57 plays for 354 yards compared to 46 plays, 246 yards. Turnovers, Wolverines had 2. The Panthers had 1. Time of the possession was in favor of Riverside. I think the key stat tonight has to be the third down plays by Riverside. Riverside was 7 for 10 on the night. They had a lot of 3rd and 5s, 3rd and 6s, and they were able to convert them. And they did it the hard way. Naturally, we think 3rd 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, you're spreading them out. You may go with tight end, pass, or reception. No, they ran most of the time. Again, 54 rushing plays to just 3 passing. So there's your team stats. Individual stats real quick here before we wrap up. Riverside rushing-wise, Calvin Hughes, 28 carries, 169. Dante Phillips, 9 carries, 76. And then Sam Hughes, 11 for 40. For Ellwood, Tyler Powell, 9 carries for 81. Zach Otto, 6 for 39. And then Anthony Spatafor, 3 for 21. Passing-wise, Sam Hughes, 2 for 3 for 35. And 1 long 30-yard touchdown pass. Ryan Gibbons was 8 for 21, 1 interception, and 75 total yards passing. Receiving-wise, Calvin Hughes, 1 for 30 in that touchdown. Ashton Wilson featured tonight, 6 catches, 55 total yards. And that brings us, you're looking through here on the stats, that looks pretty good. So there's your final score from Helling Stadium, 27-12. Riverside Panthers win once again in the Riv-Ell Cup. We'll pass it over to Thad here. He'll carry us out. We will get a verification. Check on our social media if we're filming on Wednesday. I believe we are. We do want to make that announcement. It is a 6 o'clock start against Mohawk. So at Mohawk next week, next Wednesday, 6 p.m. I think they did that because they know that's a pretty big game for us. But then we will be coming live for sure Thursday night for volleyball. The Lady Wolverines will finish off their season with their 14th game as they host Beaver Falls in the last game Thursday, and then we will be live streaming Friday at the final football game against Laurel. So that you can take us out.
All right, great. Thank you, Brad. Nice game tonight. I mean, I know we lost the game, but we were competitive. You know, with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, we were still in the game. So that's a win from that perspective. Going to give a thank to Dakota Marshall, our cameraman, on behalf of Brad Windhorst and myself, Thad Sturgeon. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Once again, the final score here tonight: Riverside Panthers 27, Elwood City Wolverines 12. Thank you, and have a good night.